All right, today we're diving into a book it's less of a read and more of an experience. It's The Untethered Soul by Michael A. Singer, and it's really a guide for a journey inward, a journey to find the peace and freedom that's just waiting for us beyond all that noisy chatter inside our own minds.
So, the book kicks off by taking a really famous line from Shakespeare and just turning it on its head. We're always told, be true to yourself. But who is that really? I mean, which self are we talking about? The happy one? The anxious one? The angry one? This simple question, this confusion, is pretty much the launching pad for this entire journey.
So here's our roadmap for today. First, we're going to meet that voice in your head. Then we'll figure out who's actually doing the listening. After that, we'll dive into the energy of the heart, learn a powerful way to deal with our inner pain, and finally, we'll get a glimpse of what it means to live a truly free, untethered life. Okay, first stop, confronting the biggest problem in our inner world. We all have this roommate, a voice inside our head that just never, ever shuts up. You know this voice. We all do. It's that frantic narrator of our lives, right? Just creating anxiety out of absolutely nothing. It's the voice that turns a simple hello into a full-blown panic attack. And here's what's so wild about this voice. It argues with itself. It'll take both sides of any debate, creating this constant internal battle. It's like having a debate club in your head with only one member, and it is always in session.
And this just perfectly captures the absurdity of the whole thing. The voice is even yelling at the voice. This is that moment when you realize, wait a minute, I'm not in control here. We're just passengers on this crazy ride with this nonstop inner roommate. So, if we're not that chaotic voice, then who are we? This next part is probably the book's first huge aha moment, learning to separate yourself from all that noise and find the one who's just quietly listening. And this is the fundamental distinction. There's the voice that's yapping away, and then there is the you that hears it. The thoughts? They're just objects passing by, like clouds in the sky. You aren't the clouds. You are the vast open sky itself, the silent, aware space where all those thoughts appear. Singer calls this awareness the seat of consciousness, and it's your true home. It's the part of you that doesn't judge, it doesn't panic, it doesn't argue, it just notices. It's the timeless you that's been there, watching, through every single experience of your entire life. And this is it. This is the key. The most powerful, transformative step you can ever take is to stop identifying with the thoughts and start identifying as the witness. This is where real freedom begins. So, once we've unhooked from the mind, where do we go next? Singer takes us from the head down into the heart. Not the physical muscle, but as the center of incredible energy. Let's look at why that energy so often gets stuck. You know, our natural state is to have a totally open heart. When it's open, energy, inspiration, love, it all just flows through us without any effort. It's like this beautiful instrument playing the music of life. But that's not always how it works, is it? See, sometimes an experience is just too painful or too difficult. And what do? We resist it. We close down to protect ourselves. But that energy, it doesn't just vanish. It gets stuck inside us, stored as these energetic blockages that ancient yogis called Samskaras. The book gives this perfect example. Say you see a car that looks just like your ex's, and it just bothers you, so you push it down. But you've stored that disturbance. 5 years go by, you're happily married, driving with your family, having a great day. And then a light blue Mustang just like that old one drives by, and bam! You're suddenly irritated, you're moody, and your whole day is ruined by this little piece of stored energy from your past. So, what do we do with all these blockages? This next part has such a powerful and practical metaphor for how we can finally free ourselves from all this old pain. I want you to just imagine you have a thorn stuck deep in your arm. Every time anything brushes up against it, it sends a jolt of pain through you. These are psychological wounds. You know, the fear of rejection, loneliness, insecurity. And when it comes down to it, we have two basic choices for how to live with them. Choice 1, you can spend your entire life building these elaborate systems to protect the thorn, to make sure nothing ever touches it. Or, choice 2, you can find the courage to just pull the thing out. And what do most of us do? We pick choice number 1. We build our whole lives around our pain. We avoid people and situations that might trigger us. Our decisions are driven by fear. But here's the crazy part. The thorn is still running our entire life. We're not free at all. We're living inside a cage we built ourselves.
The only path to real freedom is to stop protecting the thorn. The practice is this. When life touches it, when you feel that old hurt or fear surface, you don't fight it, you don't resist. You just relax, you breathe, and you let that old stuck energy finally release and pass right through you. That is how you pull the thorn out for good. So what does a life without all these thorns actually look like? In this final section, we get to explore the ultimate goal, a life that's lived beyond the protective walls we've built around ourselves. Singer uses this brilliant allegory. He says your psyche, all your beliefs, your opinions, your memories, it's like a house you've carefully built. You've decorated it, you've made it feel safe and comfortable, but in the process, you've also sealed all the windows and locked the doors, and now you're living in artificial light. But here's the thing. Just outside that little house is a vast, beautiful, sunlit reality. It's infinite. And this whole practice of removing our thorns, well, that's what gives us the courage to finally unlock the door, step outside, and go beyond the tiny limits of our personal self. And this is what it means to be untethered. It's a way of being where your happiness isn't conditional anymore. It doesn't depend on things going your way. It's this deep, profound peace that just comes from resting in that seat of consciousness, totally at home in the vastness of your own being. So we'll end with the question that the book really leaves us all with. It's not the world that's the problem. It's not other people. That inner roommate, the thorns, the walls, we're the ones who build them. So what if the only thing keeping you in a cage is you?